Hey guys, it's me the American, and today I have the ZT-0180, a hardcore tactical fixed blade from Zero Tolerance. The ZT-0180 features 4.2 inches of Vanadis 4 extra steel. Features a tungsten DLC coated blade, G10 handles, little ring hole right there, and of course it's full tang made right here in the US of A. The blade is about 0.2 inches thick. The ZT-0180 handles very well. I like shorter blades for just general tasks, general purposes. And I'll tell you what, the little finger cutout right here is perfect for a hammer grip. I mean, with a hammer grip, it feels awesome. Now with a saber grip or a fencing style grip, it feels okay, but to be honest, the hammer grip is the best grip so far that I've felt with this blade. The ZT-0180, it from the factory, awesome edge. I can feel it with my finger, and it is razor sharp. Well, let's go ahead and see how it shaves tinder for the fire. Now remember, safety first, my friends. Let's try a pushing motion. Get my thumb behind the blade here. Excellent shaving. It actually did quite well. Now let's try a more of a chopping motion for a little bit bigger chips. Awesome, wonderful, extremely sharp from the factory, and I really love the edge. Next up, we have the chopping test. I'll be chopping this 2x4 right here, and we will see how much bite this little blade actually has. It's a little bit heavier than most knives in this blade length, so my guess is that it'll chop a little bit better. Remember, safety first. Get a good hammer grip. Wow, since the blade is really sharp and it's got a little bit more heft to it, it actually performed a little bit better than I thought it would for a blade in this length range. I mean, it's really definitely, it has the weight. Now, it's not the best chopper out there, believe me. I've tested a lot of other knives. In my opinion, a 5-inch to 7-inch blade is a lot better at the chopping ability, but this knife has impressed me so far. The ZT-0180 has passed phase 1 with a very good grade. Now, on the chopping ability, of course it didn't perform exactly as good as what as a bigger knife, but to be honest, it has a lot of power for such of a small package. On to phase 2, I'll be striking the blade knife here on the edge on this concrete block. Now, this will test the edge holding ability of the blade, because I'll be cutting into a lime rind right afterwards. Now remember, do not try this at home. Safety first, my friends. Okay, I struck right here. Now let's try to cut that lime rind. I mean, just look at that, just flawless. I mean, wow. That Vanadis 4 is actually some really good steel. Feels sharp to the finger too. Now the knife did have small chips right here, but it did not affect the cutting ability into the lime rind, so we will continue with testing. Alright, next up we have the brick test, a very controversial test. I'll be striking this brick right here with the spine of the knife blade. Now, a lot of lesser quality knives, not necessarily cheaper quality, but lesser quality knives have failed during this part of the test. I see it as a viable test because that tests the, the hardness, the heat treat, the tempering, and it also gives you an indication on the strength of the blade itself. Now remember, safety first, my friends, and do not try this at home. Now it is a shorter blade, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but it is pretty heavy. There we go, we got some flaking off of the brick there. Grab the brick rack in position. Wow, it's a super brick. It's another really tough one, but we'll get through it. There we go. The brick has finally been defeated by the ZT-0180. Even after multiple strikes on the brick, the ZT shows no signs of damage from the brick test. Well, it seems that this ZT can definitely take on a brick army if it ever happens in the future. Believe me, I've had many comments on my other videos, and they keep asking me what knife will help me in the brick war of 2142. I have no clue, but to be honest, this knife right here can definitely pass for an excellent brick survival mod. Let's get these baby bricks out of the way. We don't even need those anymore. Step it up a notch to the big boy cinder block. Used in construction, extremely strong, and as always, safety first, my friends. Do not try this at home. All right, boys, you gotta watch out. We're gonna be doing the test. Come on. Well, after some technical difficulties, we are ready to be back in action. Safety first, my friends. Do not try this at home. Do not try this. Get some spine wax in here. Put a pretty good dent, but it is shorter, so it's taking a little bit longer than it usually would take a longer knife. I'm gonna try the top here. Since it's full tang, we can use the little ring handle here. See if we can get some hammer blows. Seems to be pretty tough. Perfect. Wow. Get some more hammer blows right in here. Wow. Lots of power for such of a small blade. Let's finish it off. All right. Got it cracked right in half. Just fell apart pretty much. It had a crack in it. Let's go ahead and get the other straggler right here. Give it some more hammer blows. Full tang. Bam, right there. excellent. I don't see any type of damage. I don't feel any type of damage whatsoever. I mean, this feels very solid. No cracks, no chips, no nothing. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty strong blade. Well, the ZT-0180 has passed phase 2 with a awesome grade, awesome A++. Very good, no damage whatsoever. No damage here at the glass breaker, you know, ring feature, and on top of that, the spine does not exhibit any type of deformation whatsoever. Very strong steel. So far, that Vanadis 4 Extra has really impressed me. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this cinder block out of the way. It was a little tough, but the ZT got through it. And let's step it up a notch to a USGI 50 cal ammo can used around the world to ship ammunition in places that definitely require a very strong container to ship it in. We'll be piercing with the point straight into this 50 cal ammo can. Remember, safety first. Do not try this at home. I'll be striking here in this area right here. Wow, excellent penetration. Wow, would you look at that? I mean, it was so effortless. I was very amazed. I mean, for it being such of a short blade, it had the power in that reverse grip to just go straight through this steel. I mean, look at those cuts right there. That is some serious maximum penetration. All right, now here's where some of the finish from the ammo can actually came off of the ammo can and onto the blade finish. The tip feels razor sharp. Definitely feels extremely sharp still. On top of that, it doesn't seem like the tip has been damaged at all, because look, it goes right underneath my skin and it grabs my fingertip. Next up, we have the hammer test. I'll be hammering this ZT into a 4x6, and I'll be stepping on it with all of my weight, both feet, not just one foot, both feet. Now, this will test the compression strength of the steel, also its ability to handle shocks, you know, pushing and pulling, and it will also be how much, you know, spring that this blade has. I can feel it definitely when I'm on top of it, and let's go ahead and see how well it holds up to the mare's weight. Now remember, of course, as always, safety first. Do not try this at home. Get to the other side so you can see some good hammering action. Tip has gone in quite a bit. A little bit more. All right, let's check it out. Well, I actually have to set it in a little bit deeper. No distortion to the tip. Let's try that again. Maybe I gained a little bit more weight than what I thought. All right, there we go. Take two. And there you have it. It can take my own weight, and I will admit that I'm a little bit heavier than what I was before, but it is still as straight as an arrow. On the hammer test, it did excellent. Great job, ZT. Great fixed blade. Let's go ahead and try one last test. I'll be doing the pull-up test with this knife. Putting it here, and I'll be doing pull-ups to see if it can hold the mare's weight hanging. Now remember, safety first, and don't try this at home. You could get really hurt. Alrighty, locking it in. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on, do the pull-ups now. Come on. You've got to do the pull-ups to the chopper. Meow. Alright guys, well, there you have it. The ZT-0180 has passed the Mare Fuglycool test with, I mean, flying colors. Awesome knife, really good design, very stout. Now, a lot of people on YouTube have asked me, hey, can you test the sharpness right after all your tests to see how sharp it stays? Okay, well, let's go ahead and try some printer paper. Let's see if it shaves printer paper. I'm not very good at this, guys. No, it's a little rough, believe me. The Mare's tests are very harsh on a blade. Now with construction paper, it might cut a little bit more cleanly, but to be honest, this is it's looking a little rough. Let's go ahead and double up on it. Nope, it's just not going with printer paper. Let's go ahead and try some cardboard here. Oh, it's just standard cardboard. I don't even know what it is. Hey, seemed to cut a pretty good slice. Wow. It's just slicing into that cardboard like nothing. Look at that. Clean cut from the ZT-0180. Now, one little thing that happened during the test was that one of the screws that holds the G10 handles on, it became a little bit loose. See, I'm holding with all my force and the blade just rotates. Now, that can be easily fixed. All you have to do is just get 2 Allen wrenches and tighten it up. Not even a big deal. This ZT right here, this fixed blade, very impressive. Now, the ZT that I tested earlier in the year, the folding knife. Now, I will say, yes, it is a folder, but they claim on their website that it is overbuilt and the strongest folding knife that's been built on the planet. Well, I'm still on a quest to find a folding knife that will pass the Mare's test. Definitely +1 to ZT for this blade. It's awesome. At 4.2 inches, it's completely legal in Texas to carry everywhere. Fixed blade laws are 5.5 inches in Texas, and single edge. This one, perfect for EDC, perfect for camping, perfect for any type of companion knife that you would need for any type of survival around the world. Also, thanks to Vance. Vance is an awesome guy. He loves donating these knives, longtime friend of mine. And definitely thank you, Vance, because without you, this test right here would not be possible. Also, like my videos. If you like them, hit the like button. Just hit the like button, and if you don't like my videos, if you say, oh, that was used outside of the realm that a knife should be used, okay, that's hilarious. I mean, just dislike my video if you want. Drop a comment in the comment box below. Tell me, you know what, Mayor, I love your test. You're an awesome guy. And you can even tell me knives, just give me knives that you would like to see reviewed on this channel. If you don't like my test, I'd love to hear it. Just say, I didn't like this test, I didn't like that aspect. Or you can be, a little bit more critical and say, oh, well, you shouldn't be hitting hard objects with knives. Well, I've used knives in situations that you would never imagine you'd have to use a knife. And for me, for the Mare, I have to use a knife that can outlast the apocalypse and more. Also, remember, subscribe to my channel. You get text notifications, email notifications, all sorts of notifications that tell you when the newest Mare Fuglycool video has been produced. Alright guys, well, definitely, that's the Mare. And remember, I test this stuff right here, so you don't have to. That's the Mare. Thanks for watching.